Hello everyone, welcome to Tech World with MJ. This is Murari. So in this session today I will explain you how you can install the SQL Server in your Windows system. So this is the official link of Microsoft, official documentation of Microsoft. So from here you can also go in the Google and you can search download SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, so from the very first link you will click on that, and here you can see you have this page. I mean, don't worry, I will add this particular links in the description so you can go directly from there as well. So when you will come on the screen, so here you can see in the right corner you will have a download SQL server button or link. Here you will click on that, so it will download one setup file that you need to run in your Windows system. So here you can see there we have different things, like either you can go with on-premises or cloud. So for cloud, there we have the SQL server on Azure, SQL server at the edge, and on-premises as well. Currently I'm going to download and install for Windows. That's why I will go and download this version. So currently we have the developer version and express version. If you will see the developer version, so everything is looks free for the development environment. Here you can go and download this particular setups and install in your system. Another one is express, which is also useful for development as well as a production environment as well. Okay, so currently I will go and download the developer version. So here you will click on that developer version. So my download is started. Now I will go in my download file. Here you can see I have one of the setup which is called SQL 2022 SSEI dev.exe. So to make sure, you have to download two exe file to end-to-end completion of Microsoft SQL installation. Okay, so the first one is this, and another one is here you will have one other links. Here you can see download the SSMS. Okay, so only this download is not sufficient to start the working over SQL. You must have to download this free download for SQL Server Management Studio as well. So you will click on that. Okay, I already have clicked. So our download process is going on. This is called SSMS Setup ENU EXE, and previously I have downloaded SQL 2022 SSEI dev.exe. So make sure this is the different. Okay, so first of all, meanwhile this is downloading, so first of all I will install this one which is already downloaded. And uh, because I have already downloaded the SQL Server in my system, so I will not go further process. I will just show you what things that you need to consider at a time of installations. Okay, so currently we have basic, custom, and download media. So if you want to do some customization in all, then you can go with custom and download media. Otherwise, if you are installing this particular things first time and you are a beginner, there is no extra features required in the SQL, then I mean by default you can go with basic. Okay, so when you will click on basic, so here you will have as usual the term and conditions. So you will just need to read it, and it is not required to read everything. It is just like a term and conditions for the license. And once you will click on accept. Okay, so once you will click on accept, so here will be the path. You do not need to change anything because this is by default everything. Okay, so in my case I already have installed this one, that's why I will not click on install. But in your case you will just click on install and nothing else. After that the installation process will be going on, and there is no any extra steps is there for the installations. Okay, so in my case I will not install it because in my system already it is. So this is the first exe that you need to install. So, and meanwhile, my second exe is also going to be download. So once it will be download, then I will show you. So to make sure these two setup must be there in your system, then only you can open the SQL Server Management Studio, where you can write the tables, you can create the database tables and procedures, functions, and different other things. In our further sessions, I will show you how you can start to write or create the database or tables, store procedures. Okay, so if you have any issues, so please write in the comment. I will back to you. Okay, so this is the first session. So in this session I will just explain how you can install and all. Okay, so this installation, I mean download process is almost done. So once that download process will be done, then I will go again in my download file. This is the file which is going to be downloaded. Okay, so now here you can see the first one I already have installed in my system, and I already shown you how you can install it. And another one is the SSMS, which is mandatory to use. I mean, the installation is mandatory to use the SQL server in your system. So this is also installed in my system. So I will just show you whatever steps you need to follow. I mean, if you are in a beginner level, or if you do not want some extra feature or customized features, then you must go with a by default settings of this setup. Okay, so this is opening in my system. Okay, I don't know why it is taking time, so wait for some time. Now this is the previous setups, so I will close it. Close. Yes, I want to go exit. Okay, I will click again on that. Okay, so now here you can see it should not take much time. I mean, in my case there will be system issue, that's why it is taking time. So here you can see everything is looks okay. I do not want to change anything. By default as it is, I will go and click on install. Okay, so the all settings should be by default. If you are if you don't have any customization required, so you do not need to change anything. So once you will click on install, that installation process will be started, and I think after 10 to 15 minutes, that process, I mean installation process, will be completed. And now I recommended you to, after the installation of SQL Server, you must have to restart your system for the better configuration and all. Okay, so in my case, this is also installed, so I will not go and do any installation process. Okay, so I will close it. And now once you will install the both things, I mean this SQL 2022 SSEI dev exe and SSMS setup dash enu.exe, these both two setup in your Windows system, then you can go and search SQL. Okay, so here you can see the Microsoft. In my case, everything is installed. That's why it is showing the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio 2018. Okay, so it might be possible that in your case the SSMS version will be something else like 19, 21, 22 and all. Okay, so in my case I will click on this. So here you can see I have okay, so this is opening right now. Okay, once it will be open, then I will go and create a database table and some other things. Okay, so the more explanation about these things I will explain in the further sessions. I mean how you can change or create the login credentials like like for different environment, what is the window authentication, what is the SQL server authentication. So this is the things that I will explain in the further video.